Hey, welcome back to another CR Live session. Missed you guys and ladies over the weekend here. It's a lot going on. It's so overwhelming. Right before I came on the air, I was reading this story about these grab your wallet, these boycott fools, these foolish clowns on the left who don't realize the destruction they're levying on the American economy. I mean, these crybaby, these losers with nothing else to do but to sit at home and spend all their energy, these pathetic single-celled bacteria of, they're so disgusting. They have nothing else to do. What they don't understand is, keep in mind, we didn't start this boycott game. I know I wanted to talk about something else, but this is on my mind because I was just reading a tweet right before I went on our CR page here. These people have nothing else to do than to cost people their jobs. We didn't start this, okay? Conservatives, we believe in free markets. Free markets meaning we want to buy things that are quality products or services. Personally, I don't really care about your politics unless you jam it in my face, right? It is the left that is absolutely obsessed with this. This grab your wallet moron who's running this thing. She's a disgrace to humanity. She's costing people jobs. Her boycott, the irony of her boycotts is most of her boycotts, when I say cost people jobs, I mean cost people jobs for the companies that listen to her. I don't mean like she's costing people jobs with the companies she actually boycotts. I forget the lady's name, Shannon something, whatever her face is at Grab Your Wallet. What a moron. She's costing people jobs. Look at what's happening to Kellogg's right now. Because Kellogg's bought into this whole thing and decided we're not going to advertise on certain conservative media sites because this lady who is this lady? Probably works out of her basement in a house. And she's telling you to boycott companies and you buy along with it. Kellogg's is being destroyed right now. Nobody's buying their stuff. Liberals aren't buying their stuff. Liberals aren't going to make up the difference. Folks, you understand, this is a total scam. You're getting scammed by these people completely. By the way, hold on, I gotta shut off I don't want anyone to call me during the broadcast here. I forgot to put it on airplane mode. Don't listen to these imbeciles. You're going to lose your business. Now you see these Nordstrom people piling out and all these other knuckleheads. Believe me, they're going to be hurt so badly by this. It's not Ivanka's company. She'll be fine over time. I'm sure. I'm not telling you to buy or not buy her products. She can do her own thing. She's running her own business and just wants to be left alone, I'm sure. But this is ridiculous. This is insane. By the way, getting back to what I want to talk about today, and welcome, I'm Dan Bongino, host of the Renegade Republican podcast. A sincere thank you, by the way. I know I say this a lot, but I really mean it. Thank you to everyone who's been listening to and subscribing to my podcast. The numbers have been absolutely bonkers. Thanks to you. Again, I can only listen once. So thank you for all the listens and downloads. It means a ton. The show's called The Renegade Republican. I'll put the links in the comments section. On another topic. So I was watching some coverage of the Grammys. I don't watch the Grammys. I don't watch the Emmys, the Tonys, the Oscars, the Fuzzies, the Wuzzies. I don't watch any of that crap. I'm not interested about a bunch of morons lecturing me, people who play make-believe for a living, telling me about what kind of an istanophobe we all are. I really don't care about any of this. But ladies and gentlemen, I put a post up on my Facebook today and I meant it. The Democrats have a really serious knowledge problem. And it's manifesting itself in Hollywood and academia. Here's the problem. The Democrats right now have stopped talking to people. They have. I'm not trying to give them campaign advice. I'm just telling you Republicans out there, this is what's going on. Because I don't think it's going to change at all. The Democrats cannot help themselves. They have stopped talking to people, and they have now started to just lecture people completely. They're not interested in your opinion. They'll lecture you and insult you. And you see it at the two poles of the Democratic Party. Because there is no middle. There's actually, poles would be an inaccurate term. But there's two ends of the Democrat Party and a really thin middle. You have academic and bureaucratic elites and Hollywood people. On the Hollywood side, you have a bunch of overpaid actors and actresses that really very few people care about anymore. I mean, even the movie industry is struggling pretty badly, right? You have them getting up on stage through their movies or songs, whatever it may be, yelling at us, screaming at us, calling us all racists, and anything with a phobe or an ist at the end. And people are just tired of it. I don't watch movies anymore. I watch them for free on whenever they show up on the cable news channels. I don't go pay anymore. I refuse. I'm not going to give you my money. So at one end, you have these people with a knowledge problem. And the knowledge problem in the Hollywood side is they have no knowledge. They don't know anything, okay? That's the knowledge problem with the one pole of the Democrat Party. the one end of it, the Hollywood and entertainment elites. They don't know anything. And here's the joke of this whole thing. We know you don't know anything. So as you're up on stage and you're J-Lo or whatever, Busta Rhymes, I didn't even know he was still around, and you're lecturing us about how we're all idiots for supporting Trump or a GOP platform, everybody's gaffing you off. It's like being lectured by, Charlie Brown's teacher. Wah, 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 wah. Nobody's listening. You're preaching to the choir, to a bunch of coastal elites nobody cares about. So on that side, you have the knowledge problem. The knowledge is they don't have any knowledge. Then you have these academics and these bureaucrats, and they have a knowledge problem too. They're too smart for their own good. Here's what I mean by this. I was watching some coverage of an Ezekiel Emanuel, who is one of the Obamacare architects, brother of Rahm Emanuel. Interview he did with Maria Bartiromo on Fox. It was interesting because Bartiromo was talking about how bad Obamacare has been for business. And Emanuel's like, you don't know what you're talking about. Obamacare is like great for business. It hasn't hurt business. And Maria Bartiromo's like, I interview CEOs every day. And the comment thread is they all tell me Obamacare is terrible for business. Like, what do you think, they're lying? And he starts throwing out these numbers and cherry pick statistics. And this is what liberals do. They're too smart for their own good. They lecture you from the Hollywood side where they don't know anything, and from the academic side where they know too much. They'll pick a cherry pick statistic that makes it out like you're lying about your own life. Like, I just got an Obamacare cancellation. I got my premium hikes. I know the economy stinks because I potentially can't find a job. And you're telling me everything's wonderful because you found some left-wing academic at an academic institution to produce a data set you can talk about on the cable news channels, and that's supposed to override our common sense? They lecture people from both ends, and that's why the Democrats are losing. Folks, Daniel Hannan has an interesting piece in the Washington Examiner today, how Democrats are being wiped out, liberals, I should say, the far left. They're being wiped out everywhere. It's not just in the United States, it's overseas in Europe too. You should read the piece, it's devastating. They're in a world of trouble because they cannot stop their impulse from being the smartest guy in the room, even at one end in Hollywood when they know nothing, or the other end in academia where what they know is just wrong, but they keep telling us we're idiots. Hey, thanks again for tuning in. I'm Dan Bongino, host of the Renegade Republican podcast. Again, I'll put the links to the show in the comments section. And please subscribe at crtv.com to our new commercial-free network. We've got the best conservative content out there. We have Mark Levin's show, Mark Stein's show, Michelle Malkin's show, and Steven Crowder's show, all available for like $8 a month. So we really appreciate it if you'd support us out there. Go to crtv.com. Talk to you all soon.